stand in his shoes today. Because I don't know what to say and how to say it, but he do. And I'm not going to be me. I'm going to let the Lord come in now and just take over. And he's here today because I told him to come in with me. Because I'm just a vessel. And I don't want to mess this up because I don't want to mess you up. Okay? I want to keep it real, so whenever I say something, it's real. It's not a fake situation. Now, we know we was in the faith school with Pastor. I call him Pastor. We know his name Bishop. But he going to always be my pastor. I've been with him for 18 years. So I think I can do that. I can call him Pastor. And I can call Sister Sal Sister. Because we've been there for a bunch of years together. So, thank you, sir, thank you. So we all going to be on one accord with this situation. Pastor know who he is. He know if he a bishop, he a bishop. I don't think he need no label behind his name to know who he is, okay? Or who he is. We going to keep it real, okay? Now, first we went over, Pastor taught us something about those who diligently seek him shall be rewarded. If you seek him in the right way, you will be rewarded. I seeked him and I got my healing, okay? I know he's a rewarder because I seeked him. And he didn't heal me from every situation. This sermon is kind of like faith and Fran. Okay? I just want to give you what I got out of the situation while I was going through. And I think you need to know it because you might go through. Especially if you're in the current of Pastor Stouts with his teaching. We all capable of going through something. Ain't nobody exempt. Ain't nobody exempt from this situation. So, we all can go somewhere. And I want to be there to pray for you because I'm not a hater. I want to be there to stand in the block for you when you can't stand. Like somebody stood for me, okay? All right, now that's what I'm talking about. We got to stand for each other. We can't just be saying, I'm not going to pray for this and I ain't going to pray for that because of this and that. That's not God, that's the devil. God is love. We have to be one to help our sisters and brothers out when in the time of need, like I had to get helped out. Okay, and I appreciate it too anyway. But anyway, we talked about a woman had to have a touch. One had to touch Jesus. And then he had to have one to speak, okay? Then Jesus spoke, okay? Okay, he was three-way street, okay? He done 3 ways. Touched, they touched him, and then his word spoke out, and then he healed. He's a powerful God. He don't have to be in the mix of you to heal you. When you ask for something, you just have to ask for it and believe it that God is going to do it. Because he is going to do it if you believe it. Oh, yeah, he's going to do it. If he can heal me from my situation, I know he can do it. Okay? You go in the doctor's office, you go in there for a test, and then you go in there and you get the word, you got this and that. Really? Well, guess what I did? I didn't receive it. I never have received it, and I ain't going to receive it now. Okay? But I did go through the situation. You got to have treatments. Okay, we did treatment. Let's do it for a year. With a smile on my face, okay? And with my book in front of me, my Bible. I did it with Jesus. I didn't do it by myself because I couldn't do it by myself because I was too weak. I was weak in the spirit because he had told me something that I didn't want to hear. My mama had already went through that and died from that. But I had to keep my mind renewed. Because if I would have let my mind go where my mama mind went, I would have been in there with her. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep your mind right. Because the devil tried to confuse me that day, okay? But I kept my mind right, and I kept praying to God and letting him know, I know you my healer. And I kept speaking that word. Speaking that word. Faith and tongue. That's my message. Savoy is a speaker. She came from a long way. I think me, her, and Sister Mary was all in the same situation at the same time. 3 of us. Okay, it was 3 of us. Touched, spoke, and it had to touch him. That's why we all 3 went through the same thing. Savoy spoke her way in here. Every day I talked to her on the phone, she said this here, I'm coming back, Sister Fran. I'm coming back. She never said she wasn't coming back. And I think we see her sitting back there, don't we? Hey, don't tell me speaking ain't got no power. Don't tell me that lie. Because I see her sitting back there. Sister Mary didn't say very much, but she said she couldn't come. I see her sitting back there in that chair. Hallelujah. We need to give God some praise because God is worthy. You know what? God is worthy. I'm just talking about the ones that I know when we was going through our situation, who was in the mix. There's been a lot of us that went through stuff, but I'm just talking about the ones that was lined up with me at the time I was going through, okay? All right, now let's go and start on this message. Y'all know where I'm going. I already been here about 5 or 6 times. I don't even know why I'm praying to God on this. Okay, we're going to go from Hebrews 1:11. Now faith is a substance hoped for. I said now. I didn't say tomorrow. Did I just say right now? Now is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. It's right now. It ain't tomorrow. Right now is the things hoped for. We got to have some right now faith. I'm talking right now as we're going through. We got to have it right now. We can't wait till tomorrow because I feel like we wait till tomorrow and y'all get the word. Y'all got cancer. Y'all ain't going to be able to go through it tomorrow. You got to have some faith for right now. You got to have some word off inside of you in order to make it through these days. You can't wait on it. You got to do it right now while it's fresh. That's when pastors put us in this faith thing. It's going to have to be some more faith walkers. I'm still walking. I ain't quit yet because see, once you go through one trauma, you're going to have to keep going. It don't stop. If the devil going to test you once, guess what? He going to test you again. It ain't over with, baby. I'm going to be through a test till I leave this earth because he already put me through one and I passed, okay? I'm going to go through another one. And guess what? I'm going to pass that one too. And when God get through for me passing, I'll pass on out of here. Hey, up into glory because I know where I'm going, okay? So that's what I'm going to talk about right there. We're going to talk about faith as a substance hoped for and evidence of things not seen. It's evidence that it ain't seen yet because it ain't happened to you yet. It was evidence that it had been seen with me, and it hadn't happened yet. But it did happen. Oh, it happened. It's real. Believe me, God is real. What he say going to happen, it's going to happen. And I ain't going to put everything on the devil because God could have put me through that for a reason. Maybe he needs to teach Fran something. Okay? Get out of yourself. You ain't nobody. You just a vessel like everybody else, and you're not no better than nobody else. And that could have been for me. I don't feel like I was that way, but I might have been in my spirit. You see what I'm saying? I might have been like that in my spirit, and I just didn't know it. But he let me go through the test to let me know it ain't about you. If you can go through, anybody else can go through, Frank can go through. You say you're a faith walker, you preach about faith, you talk about faith, you go around telling everybody about faith. Now let's see if you can walk faith. When your face get in the picture frame, it's a whole different situation, okay? I can pray for everybody in the world to get them well. It took me 2 years. Okay? 2 years to go through this situation before I got out of it. And I still ain't out of it, but got free of what I was trying to get rid of. Okay? To let the Lord say, Fran, you heal. I don't need no man to tell me nothing. Okay? I don't need no doctors to tell me nothing. Because as long as God says I'm healed, I'm healed. And I got to keep on believing that. I can't let the devil say that I'm healed. I can't say I'm healed and then let the devil take my healing away from me. I got to keep on believing that I'm healed. I got to keep speaking I'm healed. I get up every morning and tell God what I want. I'm healed, set free, cancer free, no lymphoma. I have none of that in my body. I'm clean. I say it every day when I get up. I don't want the devil to come back and attack my body with that situation again. I don't need that. But we got to understand that things happen. Well, my shoes coming untied, but I guess they should have. They ain't going to fall off my feet. They're still too tight. But anyhow, we're going to have to go on to the next situation about the evidence of faith. It's hope for. Hope. I had hope that I was going to get well. If you ain't got no hope when you're going through your process, you might as well go and get up out of here. You got to have some hope. You got to think you're going to get healed. You're going to have to think you're going to get set free. You're going to have to think that your finances is going to be okay. You got to put in your mind, I know it will be. It's going to be okay. And then when you go to sleep at 12 o'clock at the night, devil going to tell you you're a liar. You sick, you going to die. You might as well go on and get on right here because you ain't healed. He tell you that daily, over and over and over again. But you still got to keep on saying, I'm healed by the stripes of Jesus. Okay, you got to still believe it. You got to still say it. It's like a performance. You got to keep doing it. The woman with the issue of blood, she never would have got healed if she would have shut her mouth. Okay? She can't shut her mouth. You got to open up your mouth and say something. Something that God can hear, something positive. Don't be saying that negativity mess. Throw that in the streets and keep it in the streets. We talk about realness up in here now. You got to speak real for God because God is real. And if you speak His word is true. I'm living testimony. His word is true. Go through the situation of telling a diagnosis of what you got, and then you have a stomach issue after you get it. Okay? Now you get out of one situation, you go into another. I get away from that, then I go into the stomach issue. A needle this long sticking in your belly every week. Draining out this much fluid out of you, 11 of them. I don't know how they call it, liters. I don't know what they call them. But it's 11 of them coming out of my belly every week. That's a situation. I never did lose my mind behind none of it because I knew God was a healer. I know if He can heal me from the first one, He going to heal me from the second one, okay? So the doctors kept saying, I see you next week, Fran. I said, baby, I ain't trying to see y'all. I love you, but I'm not trying to see y'all. I'm going to be healed one day, and I'm going to be done with y'all. I just told them that because they didn't believe it. I said, I'm not going to be, this is not my story. I'm not going to be in here every week having a needle stuck in my belly every week. I'm not going to do it because that's not what God wants me to do. God said in heaven, there ain't no needle sticking in your belly. Well, then on earth, it ain't none sticking in there now. Because I have completed that situation, okay? God has healed me from that one. So you know God is a healer. One day I got up one morning, and I had the doctor to have to tell me, see, sometimes you need somebody to speak to you. This man ain't no man of God, but he spoke the word to me, and I received it. Sister Fran, if you don't have to go to the doctor and get that done, don't go. Because they had stopped getting a lot of it off of me. They would start getting 7 of them. 8 different numbers. I was waiting for the number 7. I don't think they ever got to 7. I think they kept going to 8 and 9. We know the number 7 is the number of completion. That's the number I kept wanting to hear, but I never heard it. So he said one day when I went to the doctor, he said, if you don't feel like you need your stomach to be drained, don't go. That's been 4 weeks ago. And I hadn't been back yet. And I ain't trying to go back. Because I know God's a healer. You know I'm about to tie these shoes up because I don't want to trip over. Brother, can you tie them shoes right there? This man of God here, y'all better find this man here, a woman. Look at him, I got a husband. But y'all better get her up and wait. Y'all better get this man a good woman up in here. Josh, y'all go and help this man. God, I don't need y'all to help him. I need the Lord to help him. Yes, Lord. Thank you, sir. Because everybody ain't going to tie your shoe. Thank you, brother. I don't need him. I got a good-looking husband at the house, baby, already. I just want to put that out there. And I ain't trying to leave my home because he's good to me and my house. So I don't, But he's a good man. Thank you, because everybody don't do that. Everybody don't do that. Everybody don't do that. I'm just sorry to tell you, but in this day and time, and not looking for nothing behind it, every man don't do that. That's a real man of God that can help somebody out in the time of need. Okay? I just needed him in the time of need. That's all I needed. He did what he had to do, tie my shoes up, because I don't want to fall up here and hurt myself. So we know that faith is a substance, hope for evidence of things not seen. And we have to have faith to believe. Abraham was a believer. I'm going to stay on that for a minute. Abraham was a believer. What kind of man could take his son up to to get prosecuted? I don't know what you would call it, however you would say it. Sacrifice. What kind of man would do that? Would it take his own son up there to get him sacrificed who would do that? Could you take your son or your daughter up there and knowing that what's going to happen? No, I couldn't. Abraham knew exactly. He said before he left, he said he'll be back. Woo! If you read that, before he left that area, he said he'll be back. He was already working his faith right there when he said that. So you got to watch the word, what it's saying, and listen. I heard Abraham when he said he's coming back. And he was coming back with his son. He didn't say he was coming back by himself. He said, we're coming back. We'll be back. That means both of them. All two of them. He spoke the word before he went up on top of where the burning bush was at. He went up there. And he came back with his son because God had a ram in the bush for him. He got a ram in the bush for all of us. But you need to get out there and look around and see where your ram was at because he's there in the bush. And if you don't watch it, you'll get burned up if you don't know how to get your ram in order. Start speaking it before you leave. When you go to the doctor's office, start speaking it before you leave. I'm going to call the doctor's office because that's where your bad news usually comes from, the doctor's office. Okay? Start speaking it before you go in there because you don't never know what the doctor's going to tell you when you get there. Okay? You go in there for a checkup. Did you get the worst news of your life that you might be out here in a couple weeks? That's some crazy news. I didn't have the news done to me, so I know it's crazy. And if your mind ain't focused and your mind ain't in the right area, you will lose it and start thinking what the devil wants you to think. I'm out of here. I'm for real. Because he tried to do it to me. But I was too strong for it. So you ain't going to mess with me when it comes to faith and to the Lord because I know him too well. I didn't see him heal some people in my family. I didn't see him heal some people around me. So I know what he can do. So he was really just messing with the wrong woman. And if I would have went out of here, it still would have been okay because I knew where I was going. But I wasn't going nowhere because God had a ram in the bush for me. He had a ram. And I was glad he had a ram because I had some work to do for my grandkids and stuff. You see what I'm saying? I had to be here for a reason because I got some stuff to do. I got some work to do. And it ain't only for my grandkids, it's for everywhere I go. I'm a working woman of God now. I don't sit around just sitting there waiting on people no more. When I see you in need, I'm coming on with it. I go in the doctor's office praying. I come out praying. I go in the elevators praying, coming out praying. And it makes me feel good because people are receiving the word. They're receiving it in the elevators, okay? I know I got in the elevator with one woman. She did not know nothing about God. When I got through with her, she was almost shouting when she got out of that elevator. Baby, don't come with me with tomorrow. Yeah, I believe. You better not believe it because you do believe it. We're finna talk about it before we come down to this fourth floor. We're finna talk about it up here in this elevator because I'm finna tell you something about Jesus, what he'll do. I'd have to give over 2 or 3 verses about what he done for me, and that was it. She went up there believing. Her husband just doing this. It wasn't about her. It was about him. See, she was okay, but he wasn't okay. But he was steady going, sure right. He knew. And then when she got that elevator, she knew. She said, we're going to be all right. I said, you already all right, baby. Jesus died on the cross for us 2,000 years ago. You were healed before you got here. All you got to do is keep speaking it. Even if the doctor tell you something, keep speaking it. You're healed. Keep it in your mind. Yes, ma'am. Yes, okay. We got a job to do. It ain't about the church. It's about the outside. We need to come up behind these walls and we're supposed to already got it. Okay? That's what we're here for, to get the word taught to us and we learn it. Then we go out in the highway and tell somebody else about it. We're not to stay in here and just keep our mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? We need to go out there and tell somebody about the word because people don't know. They're lost out there in the world. They're really lost, for real. Out of all the situation I went through and seen all the people that were lost, it just made my heart I just felt so sorry for them because they didn't know. They know nothing about the Lord. And then I've seen a lot of them that did. About a lot of them that knew the Lord and that was telling me about the Lord and was, conversating with me about it. And it was awesome. Because somebody do know, but a lot of people don't. But it's up to us, Fran, us, all of us, to go out in the world and tell everybody about how good God is. Because he's a good God. And we know that. Righteous Rock should know that. Look at all of us still here when the devil had tried to take us out. We know God good. It ain't like it's no mistake. It's not like we don't know it. We know that. But we'll sit up with our mouth closed and won't tell nobody nothing. You know, you can see folks out there. I'm just talking about Righteous Rock. I don't care who get mad about it because I done did it. Back in my day when I didn't know no better. Sitting up wouldn't tell nobody about the Lord. If we see a bunch of people in one spot, we would dare to say something. I'll break up a spot. Honey, I'll come in there and tear your spot up with Jesus. They know not to call me through it because I'm going to tell you about how the Lord is and how good he is, because every time they see me coming, if they got a spot going, you'll see them walking. Go on, walk on out, because you know I'm going to come over there and tell you about Jesus, because you know how I am. But a lot of people will stay there, but a lot of them will walk off because they don't want to hear all that. But that's all good. You don't have to hear it, but I'm going to say it anyway because that's what God told me to say. You don't have to receive it. You don't have to take it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Romans 10 and 17, that's the next one. So then faith come by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. We need to hear the word. That don't mean sit up on your couch, lay on your bed, sit on the edge of your seat wherever you at drinking coffee. That means we need to come into the house of God to hear the word. He said he wants us to assemble together. You know what I'm saying? He wants us in the house of God, not sitting on the side of your bed like, yeah, I watched it on TV and I seen it on my computer. That is not what God wants us to do. It's okay to do it if you can't get here and you're disabled. I see that you got to stay and do that. But if you can walk and talk and drink your beer and have your time afterwards and do what you do and smoke your cigarettes and go out there and lie and put out people's names, telling lies, then you need to be here. This is the hospital. This ain't no saint place. This is the hospital. Dope heads, drug heads, prostitutes, liars, adulterers, all y'all need to come on in. Some of us done been there and done that, so come on in. It ain't like it's a place that ain't nobody did nothing. Honey, we all done it, so come on in. And we're still lying and still doing adultery, still, okay, now we're not going to come on, we're going to leave it alone because that's a hot spot. But you know what you're doing. Look here, you know what you're doing. And if you lying and doing all that, you better stop. You done came through the wrong walls here, baby, to be doing that. Let that alone. That's not a play pretty. And my grandmother said that ain't a play pretty. Let that mess alone, because you're going to get the covers taken off of you. Everybody going to see what you're really about. Keep on putting them covers over you. God going to pull them right on off. Right in front of all your people. I don't want you to get exposed like that. You better stop doing it if you're doing it, because you're going to get it pulled off of you. I done did some stuff, lying and talking and doing some stuff, but I'm asking God, that's my weakness sometimes. So I know when I'm weak, I tell God to take it from me. Shut that mouth of mine. Let me stop talking about folks and saying things that I know that I shouldn't say. I have to ask God to take that from me because I know I'm weak there sometimes. Because when I get mad, I don't care what I say and how I say it and who I say it about. I'm just going to tell you about Fran. I can't tell you about yourself, but I'm going to tell you about me. Guilty. That's all them couch layers and them one that's sitting on that side of that bed smoking up a cigarette and telling them lies. Y'all need to get on up in the Righteous Rock. This is the hospital. We all sick. I'm sick. That's when I'm still here. And I ain't going nowhere. So I'm just telling you, come on in. We're not going to look down at you. And if we do look down at you, just let me know. I'll pull their nose right off and pull it right back up. Because you ain't done no better than they have. You ain't done no better than they have, so pull your nose back up and come on and let's join the crew. Everybody get together on one accord. Don't start putting your nose and stuff down, because you're a liar. And you know, it's power in the word. The word has got power, and that's why God gave us a book of the Bible. That Bible's for the word. It's for us to use when we're going through and when we ain't going through. The word kept me alive. I ain't never went through the word as much as I did when I got sick. God knows how to put you through some stuff and make you do some stuff that you ain't been doing. He'll make you do some stuff, baby. I ain't never picked that Bible up as much as I did when I was going through. I mean, I'm reading about my husband come and said, show is quiet in here. I said, baby, I'm with the Lord. I said, you don't understand. I got to get with the Lord. I said, all this mess I've been doing, I got to stop. I said, because God is my healer, and he's the one that's protecting me. And I got to get in the word and start learning the word so I can digest it and keep it focused up inside of my body. See, it was time for us to move that mess out. Put Jesus in there. Put him in there, because you're going to need him. Because I'm going to tell you what, when you're going through, ain't nobody got time for you. I'm going to tell you because I went through for 2 years. Ain't nobody got time to talk to you. Ain't nobody got time to hear what you're saying. Ain't nobody got time for nothing. You can't even get the phone to ring. And if it's ringing, ain't nobody going to pick it up. You see what I'm saying? When you going through, you put in there. If you ain't got Jesus, you by yourself. I'm for real. You by yourself. And my mama said, if you want to see if you got a friend, go through something. She said, if you go through and they stick with you like you stick with butter, he said, baby, that's a real friend. You better keep them. You better keep them on your side, because that's a real friend that goes through it with you. But when you get somebody that can go through it with you, you good. But a lot of time when you're going through, it's the most solid. You don't hear nothing. Everything is all about friend, all about you. You can't talk to nobody. If you ain't talking to the walls of Jesus, you just going to be by yourself. Because if you call somebody, everybody got to know what your business is. You get in the mind. I'd rather just keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of woman, I'm very private. I don't like a lot of company. I don't like a lot of people in my face. I'm just that type of woman. When I'm searching for the Lord and I'm seeking God, I don't need nobody talking to me. Stay out of my face, because I'm trying to get myself together. In other words, before I lose my mind, before I go to drinking some alcohol, doing some mess at nighttime when I ain't got no business. I'm just telling the truth. Because if you don't watch yourself, you'll go into a deep depression. All of a sudden about nothing. About some mess you could have fixed with Jesus. So you just, but you're going to try to seek that old girl over there and that old man. Them folks ain't got nothing for you but disaster. That stuff ain't going to last for 5 minutes. If it lasts that long, it ain't going to last that long for you to just go into that mess over there. Let that mess alone. Let it stay over there in that corner. And try to get you Jesus. That's going to last forever and ever and ever and ever. Seek somebody that's going to be worth it to you. Don't be seeking nothing that ain't going to worth it. Because you seek that stuff out there in the streets and in the world, you're going to end up in a mental institution. And you're going to be a mess. And can't nobody help you but Jesus. You can go in that mental institution all day, because all the psychiatrists and a mental person in a mental institution go tell you is what's going on inside of you. And you're going to pay him money to tell you about yourself. Well, you can tell Jesus about what you're going through, what yourself is about. And they ain't got to pay a dime, because it's free. Just tell Jesus what's going on with you. He can fix it. It don't cost nothing. It's a free charge. But some people go all the way to the end. This and that. When you called, you did. All you could have done was seek Jesus. And let that mess alone that you're dealing with, because it ain't nothing but a mess. So that's what I'm talking about. You need to let that alone. Because you play with the devil, guess what? He don't play fair. Sooner or later, you're going to get caught. I'm just for real. You can sit up and perpetrate with Jesus all you want to. But sooner or later, you're going to get caught. I know that because it didn't happen. I ain't telling you nothing I ain't never went through. I'm telling you what I went through. Playing with God is not the right thing to do. Let that alone. That's dangerous. The devil, he's dangerous. You play with him, he ain't going to play fair. He'll make you feel good for a minute, then throw them covers right up over you. Okay? You know, I don't care about people not liking what said. I'm going to say it because God said to say it. We need to be educated on what's the deal is and what's not the deal. If you're going to play deal, be deal. If you ain't, then let it alone. Because right now, it ain't no playtime. We're in the last days and don't even know it. I know it, but some people don't know it. This time is all messed up. I'm looking for Jesus to come and bust a skull any day now. I'm just looking for him to come on down and take us out of here. But we still playing, you know, we got this. And you ain't got that long to stay here. We don't know how long we got to stay here. The angels in heaven and know. So I can't say, this and that because I don't know because nobody knows. But we can see the time and the word lining up. Okay, it's all lining up. You can look at it, read it. Everything is in line. He give us knowledge to see what's going on. That's what we're here for, to tell somebody else. Time is near. I just feel that in my spirit. It's just near. And we got work to do, and we still sitting around doing nothing. We still sitting around doing nothing. We got to get busy for the Lord, not for people and men and women and working on your job and talking to kids and doing this and that. That's not work for Jesus. Our work is to go out there and tell the saints and the people that's lost that Jesus is good. And he can do a lot of things for you if you're seeking. My favorite word when I was going through was ask, you should have. Seeking, you should find. And knocking, doors shall be open. I had to keep saying it over and over. I'm just telling you the main things that I use to make myself come to the reality I'm at right now. Psalm 91, still doing it. I ain't stopped yet. That's my book. I read that every night. The Lord is my shepherd while I'm walking around doing my exercise, because the devil won't take you walking. He won't take your ability to walk and talk. So while I'm walking and talking, I'm telling God, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He make me lie down in green pastures. He leading me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Thou prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow Fran all the days of our lives, and she shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Okay? That's an everyday thing for me. Walking around the trees, walking around the house, walking around. My children, they don't get it yet. They don't get it yet. But they watching now. They got to have an encourager, somebody to teach the kids what they need to do in case when Nana and them ain't here. Walking, baby, speak the word. Tell God what you need. Tell him. Pray over your house. Touch your family. Touch them with that oil. Anoint them while they don't even know it. Liz Marie, I done told her how to do it. Touch them with that oil. Go rub some on your hand and then touch them. Act like you're being mean and ugly and just touch them and rub your hands all over their face and tell the Lord to tell them to shut up and stop all that arguing and acting up. Just rub it and see when it happen. I done told her what to do with the oil, baby. I told mine what to do. I'm teaching them something that's going to be beneficial to them in the long run. They got to know how to fight the devil, because now they're not going to be here always to teach them. You see what I'm saying? Somebody got to be an offspring from now. We got to grow up our kids to learn how to fight the devil while they little. Then when they get big and things happen, they already know how to be a warrior. You see what I'm saying? It's a warrior thing. You got to be ready for the war. It ain't all about just teaching the kids how to wear shoes and Jordans and Nikes and Adidas and all that mess. Teach them how to take care of their business when the devil attack them and their families. Because he's attacking right now. All up in our business, all up in our family. Messing with my marriage, trying to tear my marriage up while I'm sick. You see what I'm saying? All up in my marriage, trying to tear my marriage up while I'm sick. But that's all right. I still got a mouth to pray. Okay? I still can pray, baby. You can still go and try to mess up that. Let him stay out there in the streets and go do his thing. Ain't nothing happening, because I believe in Jesus. He can go out there all he want to go out there. That's his business. You're going to come back the same way you left, okay, and better. And better than you left, because I'm praying. I'm praying every time you hit the door with me, honey. So when you get there, you go on out there, because when you get back, you're going to come back better than you were before you left there. And then you're going to come back looking like you're crazy, sitting up under me trying to ask me what's going on, baby. You better tell me what's going on, because I know what's going on with Fran. Fran praying for you, you know. We have to pray for them, because we don't never know what they thinking and how they going. Their mind is messed up and everything. I'm talking about our husbands and our wives. We have to lift them up sometimes, because we don't never know what the devil going to attack. The devil attack good people just like he do bad. And most of the time he attack the good ones better than he do the bad. Okay? He will attack the bad one, the good one, more than he would the bad one. You ain't got to be doing nothing wrong to get attacked. Come on now. Sometimes you could be doing right and get attacked. So I don't stick my foot on everybody when I say something about, this and that, because I don't never know how you living, because I don't live inside of you. And I'm not the judge, but that's Lord's business. We let him do his business and we do ours, okay? Because the Lord going to tell you what you're doing wrong, but he's going to convict your spirit. And you don't change from that, that's on you. Okay, we're going to go from Luke 1 and 37. For with God, nothing's impossible. Nothing. Healing is not impossible. Your finances, getting married, renewing your mind. Ain't none of that stuff impossible when you're dealing with the Lord. All things are possible. What we got to do, we got to let the Lord do his work. Stay out of the way, Fran. Give it to God and stop trying to pick it up. I sit at the house sometime and I was just wondering, why, God, why you make me do this? Why you making my stomach swell? Why you making this? Why you doing that? I still don't have no answer, but I'm still going to the doctor because I won't let God have it. Because I'm still trying to wonder what happened, what's going on. Why is it happening to me? What did I do wrong? Blah, blah, blah. All he said, why not you? Why you think you can't get done like everybody else, friend? Why not? You the best person I could use, was you? I said, me? Yeah, you. Because I know you know how to get out of it. He said, I'm going to use somebody that knows how to come through. And sometimes I use the one that don't know how to come through for you to teach him how to come through because you already went through. Okay? He going to use me to go and help somebody else because I already been through. That's what he let us go through for. So when we go through, we can help somebody else go through. You got diabetes. You know how to heal your diabetes. You know what happened. Go and tell somebody else when they got their blood sugar and their diabetes and stuff messing up. Tell them what you did. That's the way we educate people about going through what we go through to tell them. And some things don't work for the other people, but work for us. But you still can tell it. That's when I'm telling y'all what I went through. Because I think you need to know what I went through. I went through a lot. Come from 200 to 130. Really? Yep, that's me. Sticks and bones, skin and bones. Still not gaining all my weight back, but I'm going to back, and after a while. I done got so I eat right now better than I was at first. I don't let all that pork and that fat meat and fat grease and fat back. I try to put just a little bit in my stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I still, I got to have a little bacon grease, baby, just a little bit of bacon grease, just a little bit. And I'm turnip green. For some reason, that bacon grease makes them turnip greens come on time. I ain't gonna lie and say I'll stop completely because I'll be lying to you because I have not. But I don't do it like I used to. Eat some salads and things that I don't used to do, trying to keep my body right. It depends on what we put in our mouth and what's making us sick. Really, we're sick because of what we put in our mouth. We eat too much of the wrong thing. You're going to eat a sausage, don't eat the whole package. You're going to eat some extra sausage, don't fry the whole thing up and then eat light bread and sausage all eating it. Because next time you're going to be at the doctor with high blood pressure because you done ran your pressure up. If you ain't going to eat but one or two, don't mess with them hot links and things because you know good well they too much for you. Ooh. And we got a Doc's hot links right up there in Gilmer, Texas, and I don't know why they put that thing there. Folks can't walk by unless they go in and get them 2 or 3, and then you go in and get you 2 or 3 that day, and 2 or 3 the next day, and 2 or 3 the next day. Next thing you know, you're laying up in the bed with your head and stuff hurting. Ooh, my pressure's up. Why? You ate too many links. You should have just not ate none of that. You let that alone. You got high blood pressure. Why would you eat all those? Duh. Yeah, well, we don't think because sometimes our stomach tells our mind we want to do it. And we got to get in moderation of what we do. Now, we can eat some links and things every once in a while, but don't eat them every day. And if you're too weak behind them, don't even mess with them. Just let them alone. So, because a lot of people eat too much, and I know I used to do. That's where I got up to 200, because I was eating everything I wanted to eat. But now, since I got the knowledge of God that I can't do that no more, I do better. And I feel better. I got more energy now than I ever had in my life. I never did lose my energy all while I went through that situation. Energy was never a thing for me. I kept my kids, my grandkids every day, every weekend, fully going, never stop. If you see Malachi, you know they don't never stop. Never stop. They always got a question. They want Nana to do this. I got to go try to play basketball, softball, kickball. I even tried one time to get in the trampoline. I got up in there, but I heard them got out. Woo, they bounced me completely out of there. My back was hurting, everything was hurting. I got out, I said, woo, Lord, have mercy. Ariel said, come on now. And I said, baby, Nana can't do it no more. I said, Nana needs to sit her butt down. Nana can't do it. Ooh, and going to the Yammarine. See, I just telling y'all, this is a good day. Every day is a good day. But anyway, we have to have joy in our hearts sometimes. So we need to hear these kind of words sometimes to lift us up, to get us motivated, to keep going. So when Pastor come in there with that real deal, we happy, we ready to go, we enthused, we got a little joy in our heart, and we can keep moving. But sometimes when, we went to the Yammarine this weekend, last year, and I got up in one of them rides. I thought I could ride it. I got up in there, and ooh, I was so dizzy. I didn't let them know I thought I was Superwoman. I got out. Malachi said, you sure we're staggering. I said, baby, let me sit down and give me a drink of water. I'm just tired. Why you tired? You just got out the ride. Sit down. Didn't want to let him know I'm so old and crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to stay out that ride. I got out there. They had to help me get on the seat to sit down. So I said, ooh, Lord Jesus, my head is spinning like a top. Everybody said, I think you better not get in that no more, Nana. I said, I think you're right, baby. I think you're right because Nana's crazy right now with all that. But anyway, I loved my grandkids. I love joy. I love peace. I love fun. I love to be entertaining people. I love to make people laugh. That's my calling. I mean, I sit up in church and y'all said, no, she's just as mean as the devil with a pickpocket in her hand. I'm really not. I'm really a fun person, but you got to know me in order to get there. See, I got to know you too, because if I don't know you and I feel them spirits ain't right, I can't connect. I have to connect with somebody that connects with me. And Mr. Mike over here, me and him connect, because we know each other. I could say something to him, he'll just throw him off the chain, and he just keep it moving. Because I know him I don't know him, but I know we can joke like that and everything. And there's some more people in here I can do it with, Josh and Adam, and some more people that I have already dealt with before, so they know me and everything. But I'm not really that mean. I'm mean, but I ain't that mean. Okay, Romans 8:31 says, what shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? The devil. He about the only one could be against us is the devil. And he's totally against us because he's trying to get all he can get to get in his kingdom. It's up to us to stay on the right page, stay on the right side of the track, as they say. Stay with Jesus. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. The best thing ever happened to me. I mean, he's the best. Not just because he was the best before he healed me. You see what I'm saying? I didn't have to get no healing before I know that he was the best. He was already the best, because if he wasn't the best, I never would have seeked him. You see what I'm saying? You don't seek something that you don't think is the best. Because if I thought Jesus wasn't the best, I would have never went to him for my healing. I would just said, lay it down, let's get up out of here, I'm done. I'm just going to get on out of here because I don't know why he did this to me, because I've been doing all I could to be faithful. See what I'm saying? That's what I would have said to myself if I didn't thought Jesus was the best. But he's the best thing ever happened to me. And that's just not because he healed, it's just because he is. It's just because of who he is, because he's a good God, he's an awesome God. He's a God that can do nothing but, his word is so true. And it's sharper than a two-edged sword. I don't care what nobody says, his word is sharp. If you use it, it can cut through metal. It can cut anything down if you just use it. But you got to use it in the right way, in the right forms, and let God know that you're real with him. That plaything ain't going to do. Do this out there in the world, and you come back, and when you get in trouble, you run to Jesus. No, that's not the way it goes. But he still would help you. But that's still not seeking Jesus the way that we should. We should seek him day and night, every day. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't play with God. God's not a play pretty. He ain't to be played with. We need to start seeking him because he's worthy of the seeking. His word is to take care of us. If he didn't give you anything while you here on this earth, you should be thanking God because he didn't have to. Anything. Anything he have done for you, he have let you get up this morning in your right mind, and you good, and you're not sick. You don't have to take your family to the doctor. You don't have to take nobody to the hospital. You should be praising God for that. Because a lot of people didn't make it this morning. A lot of people didn't get up. You know, I'm just saying. But we get on to thanking God for stuff that ain't worth for nothing. I thank Him for my husband. I think, honey, that's good to thank Him for your husband, your wife. But that's not what it's all about. Because if He gave you them people, He gave them to you for a reason, because you need them in your life. But you need to thank Him for the things that He didn't do and that He's going to do. You see what I'm saying? Because He's going to do some miracles in this house. He already doing some. He already done one. He done me. And I know some more people can testify that He's been a miracle to them, but I know he been a miracle for Fran. Because a lot of people have put the dirt over their head for me. I know it because I can feel it in my spirit. See, I'm a concerned woman. I can concern you before you even say anything. You ain't got to tell me nothing. All I got to do is talk to you one time, and I feel you right then. Because I'm that type of woman. But a lot of people, you know, you just got to watch them, and I don't want to have to be around people I got to watch every day and have to watch over and make sure they ain't doing nothing to me and all of that. I don't like that kind of living. That kind of living will give you all kind of high blood pressure and diabetes and all kind of situation in your body. It'll mess you up. If I can't be around you and be real, I don't even want to deal with you. Not really. I'd probably just stay out of your way because I don't want you dealing with me either. Because I'm crazy like that too. I don't like all that. When I need to stop me, baby. Because right now I'm just talking on the Lord now, and I don't know which way to go. I know I ain't going to finish all of this. For we walk by faith and not by sight. That's what I was talking about, that faith walk with that sight thing. If I would have looked in the mirror and see how I lost all that weight and how I was looking, I would have stopped. Because every time I go somewhere, ooh, I heard about your sickness. Ooh, you done lost so much weight. I know. Okay, now you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. I was just going to get to that part. You don't want to hear that part. You don't want to hear that. But that's the part I like to let you see and hear. Because that's the part you need to hear and see. I said, yeah. I said, honey, let me tell you. I ain't sick. One woman got in the store and said, ooh, friend, I love you, but I just hate because you sick. I said, who told that lie? She said, you ain't sick. I said, no, you might be, but I ain't. I said, I ain't claiming no sickness, baby. I said, I'm good as gold. I said, I might be lost a little weight, but no weight don't make me. I said, I don't need no weight to make friend. I know who I am. I'm a woman of God. I don't need no 100 pounds on me. And I'm first of that, I'm a good woman. I'm good. I don't need all that. So I'm good. So whatever you seeing, that's your business. I said, I'm healed by the stripes of Jesus. I said, honey, I'm good. Well, I didn't mean to make you. You didn't make me mad. I'm just telling you how it is. And I'm not mad at all. I'm just letting you know I'm not sick. You put that law on yourself. Don't put it on me. You got to watch people because they'll put stuff on you and make you think that you are sick. I wasn't receiving that when she kept saying that. Oh, I hate you sick. I said, I'm not sick. You are. Because you keep calling me sick. I ain't sick. I just told you I had some health problems going on, but I didn't say I was sick. Oh, okay, then I'm sorry. That's all right. We all make mistakes, but I'm just letting you know where I'm at. Don't keep talking about I'm sick, because I ain't sick. I'm okay. I don't like people to do me like that, y'all. I'm just sorry. I like to be well. I like to be healed, set free, and all of that. Don't speak negativity on me. That's why I don't fool with people. That's why I don't fool with a lot of people. People put you under the grave because they be speaking that negativity on you. You know, Papa, Mama, and them died of that. And if they died, they died. I said, I'm not them. I'm Fran. I'm somebody else. I can't help because they died. Maybe they didn't know what to do with Jesus, the reason they died. Did they seek the Lord? What did they do? I don't think they, well, then I'm sorry. They died, but that's not me. I'm praying. I shall live and not die. So, you know, I'm just saying what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put you out there what I'm going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. They ain't going to do much in that because they ain't his. Okay, now, you said things. Okay, let's see what we at right now. I'm going to go on, I'm going to go on the tongue. I ain't done nothing on the tongue yet. Ooh, let's get to the tongue. Y'all know that tongue hour? Boy, that tongue hour is terrible sometimes. I ain't talking about the righteous brothers. I know righteous brothers got a good tongue. They ain't going to be speaking no negativity toward their families and people around them. Proverbs 18 and 21 said, death and life is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruits of it thereof. Okay. It's power in our speaking. Savoy is a witness that is power. She spoke her way out of the hospital, and she spoke her way back to the Righteous Rock Christian Church. She spoke it. I didn't say nothing to her. Every time I called her, she was speaking it. I didn't care about hearing it when she said it because I was agreeing with her when she said it. You see what I'm saying? I was agreeing with her when she said it because I said, you sure will, baby. That's what I said to her every time she said it. So, yeah, she's a speaker. I'm a speaker. I know I'm a speaker because I'm going to speak it over you anytime. When you tell me you're sick, I got you. I'm the type of person I love to help people because I'm an intercessor, and that's what I do. And I pray for anybody. I pray for people on the side of the road. It don't make no difference who I'm praying for. I pray for anybody that's sick or going through or need financial problems. You ain't got to be sick. You got more things happening. Marital problems, losing your mind, don't even know it. I got to pray for you because I don't want nothing to happen to you. But you also got to pray for your own self. Okay, you got to pray for yourself. Okay, then. Yes, sir. So you got to pray for yourself. We ain't going to do but one thing on tongues, so we're going to have to cut it short because it's getting time for the people to get off the air. They done good. Thank y'all for coming. We appreciate y'all and everything. But anyway, we're going to get ready to close it up because, like I said, we got to speak life. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So our tongue needs to be speaking stuff that's positive. Don't be speaking negativity against your sister and brother. That's not right. Just because you don't care for them, don't do that. Because I'm going to tell you what you're going to do if you keep doing it. You're going to curse yourself and your family. Because sometimes when you curse yourself, the devil will reach over and get your family. So watch what you say and how you say it because you don't never know who you're saying it to and who you're saying it about. He said, do not touch my anointed one. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. And that's all I can tell you. I've been watching mine because I don't know how you're living. And just because I'm up here speaking the word don't mean I'm anointed one, but I know people that's not even up here that is. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to be anointed to come up here you got to be anointed to speak the word and do what you do. But you also have to, people out there in the audience is anointed, and they don't even know they're calling yet. So watch it. Watch what you say about people because it ain't good to be talking about nobody no way. Friend. I talk to me first because I know I'm bad about it. I ain't bad about it. I have done it. I'm not as bad as I used to be. I put it like that. But I have done it, and I don't like doing it, but I did it. So, but anyway, it was nice having this meeting with y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed it because I did. And we're going to call it a wrap, and we're going to be done. Thank you. Amen, amen, and amen.
Come on, y'all. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. And it's crazy, man. While I'm talking, it's giving time, y'all. It's giving time. Look up here on the screen. You got the ways to give. Y'all can read. Yeah, y'all see that. Y'all know how to give. But while y'all passing your money, giving your donations, ever since Sister Fran has been speaking, it's always been on faith. Always been on faith. And this week, Brother Brian, I'm driving to work, riding around, and I'm listening to messages on the radio. All week long, it's been about faith. Bishop is in the vein right now of faith. God talking, y'all. He just spoke. Y'all thought they were friends. God just spoke. Your faith. Your faith will be tested. It's going to get tested. It's going to get tested. Rachel, will you put the declaration up?